Well. Like I said, y'all tried to argue with me in the other videos that I made, but you ultimately were wrong. I knew what I was talking about. The console war shit is dead, bro. Y'all gotta pack it up. Y'all see the headline. Sony wants to bring PlayStation games beyond PlayStation hardware, including Xbox. Now, there's an article that's going around. There's a news article going around because there was a job application put out. Oh, I'm sorry, I scared you guys. Trigger warning. Job app. I said job application. That scares some of y'all. It was a job application put out for a senior director of multi-platform and account management. That's going to be out in San Mateo, California. In case you want to apply or you live out there, you want to relocate, you apply for that job. So here goes the overview. Reporting to the Vice President, Commercial Management, and Senior Director of Multi-Platform and Account Management, you will play a critical leadership role in shaping and executing the global commercial strategy for PlayStation Studios software titles across all digital platforms beyond PlayStation hardware. Highlight that for y'all, including Steam, Epic Game Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. This role is accountable for optimizing title profitability, ensuring cross-functional alignment, and leading a high-performing team focused on multi-platform expansion, mid-range, and commercial planning, and platform partner management. So they're basically looking for a liaison to bridge the gap and exit the console war. So I already said it was dead last year in the videos I was making. But some people tried to argue with me in the comments, like I said earlier. But as you can see here, they're bowing out because if you look, and I've made a video on this too, most of the games that went over from Xbox to PlayStation, look it up. Those are the highest selling games to come out this year for Sony. If you look at the highest selling games on PlayStation in 2025, a lot of the Xbox games are up there, bro. So I mean, you could count Call of Duty, you cannot count Call of Duty, but Microsoft bought the company, bought the Blizzard Activision merger. So if you want to count like things like Sony buying Bungie and things of that nature, and companies just acquiring other studios, and Sony buying what, Naughty Dog or whatever, then you have to count Xbox buying Activision Blizzard. So you have to count Call of Duty. So, but it's other games too. It's Forza not Forza Motorsport, Forza Horizon. There's a lot of games up there. There's Sea of Thieves. They like that. Y'all said it was Sea of Thieves was trash, and then y'all go and buy it like that. Like that's why this console war shit is so stupid. Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox. That's another game y'all hyped up. Oh, Xbox still got this. They gonna have it soon. I told it was coming. They put out a petition last year. I covered that, and now it's coming to Xbox. Like there's gonna be a lot of flip flopping. There's like 20, 30, 40, 50 third party games that have come out for the Nintendo Switch 2. So I mean, even Nintendo's getting in it. I don't think you'll ever see like a Donkey Kong Bonanza or nothing like that on Xbox. I don't think you'll ever see that. But yeah, like it's over, bro. Like when people say, "Oh, well, Nintendo won," then a lot of people from what I've seen that argue in the console wars, they don't even count Nintendo as part of the console wars. They just count Sony and Xbox, Sony and Microsoft, and they were fighting for second place anyway because Nintendo's Switch sales and DS sales and sales throughout the years have been way up. The only ones that failed, the only console they really had that failed in modern times, like in the past, like what, let's say 20 years, was probably the Wii U. That's the only one that really failed. The Switch 2 was one of the highest selling consoles of all time. The Switch 2 will probably be one of the highest selling consoles of all time. So yeah, this console war shit, man, it's a dub. Y'all got to pack it up. And I just wanted to even add on further to that Xbox, who's been bought out the game, because starting from I think the Xbox Series X, they've been selling that thing at a loss since it came out. They make the money back in software, and they make so much money from the Windows from selling Windows that it doesn't even really matter whether or not they sell the Xbox at a loss. So they was wanting to get out the console game. It's like, why fight a battle? Why fight a losing battle? So they were smart to get out early and put their games on other consoles, and that's still bringing more sales to them. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the games. People put so much loyalty into these plastic boxes, these boxes of plastic and metal, and it just never made sense. I have everything. I could look right here. I could see my PC right here. I have a phone that can run games. I have a tablet right here that can run games. I see my Xbox Series X. I see my Nintendo Switch 2, and I see my PS5. I see hella games down there that I could play for each one of those consoles. Down there, I got my Nintendo DS. I have an Evercade EXP. I got 2 Nintendo DS down there. I got the MetaQuest 3. Like, I don't limit myself on gaming experiences, and I'm not rich. I'm not rich by any means. I don't make a whole bunch of money, and I don't have all these crazy sources of income. I just collected them over time and spent my money strategically. Put my bills first, and if I could afford something I want, I get it. And if not, I just stack up until I can get it. Or maybe sometimes I do some overtime at work and then I can get it. So I'm not by no means rich. You can say, oh, well, you're more fortunate. And I probably still am more fortunate, but I'm definitely ain't rich. I'm a regular dude like you. If you got a job like me, then you could do the same thing I do. If you just collect shit over time and sell old things that you're not using anymore. But yeah, man, it's funny to see articles like this. Because Xbox, they're continuing to expand and add more ports for their games, including to Switch 2. So you see this little graphic here. We might see Gears of War Reloaded launch on the Switch 2 at some point. I feel like once people saw Cyberpunk 2027 running on there, they thought of the possibilities of other games coming to the console. I know Nintendo, they've been stuck in their ways, but even they're trying to expand and get more people to come to the platform. Because why not? Why would you not want more customers? And why would you not focus on games? You can have the best running, most powerful console all you want, but if it don't have any games to play, what's the point? I'm looking at you, PS5. Even though there are PS5 games to play, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at you, Xbox, even though there are Xbox games to play, but end of the day, it's about the games. Xbox is largely propped up by its Game Pass, and there's been debates about its profitability. But for me, as somebody who's been using Game Pass for some years, I've saved hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars from having the Game Pass. There's so many games I haven't had to buy because of the Game Pass, like just paying that little $20 every month. So many games I haven't had to buy. So, and then the PlayStation Plus, if you could afford that too, you can get certain games, and they give out free games as well on that service. So, end of the day, like I said in my other video, in the other videos prior to this one about the console war being dead, which it is, and it has been dead for a while. It's all about the game. Stop being loyal to boxes of plastic and metal. Stop being loyal to a company that's not cutting you a check. I could understand a little bit if you're a content creator and you making some dough off of that, off the grifting and stuff, but even that gets played out, and even that gets called out after a while. That shit is very disingenuous after a while, because y'all just be talking. Y'all don't even be making no point. You just be talking. So, but yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Console was dead. Get over it. Get your money up. So you already know the vibes. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's your boy JusticeXFalls. Will be out. One.